We are under the lights here on a Friday night at AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Francisco Giants. It's time for Giants baseball. Next. Ty Blach, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
Stepping in, Darren James. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Darren James.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
A fastball right over the outside corner. Here now the 2-2. Hard liner to center field. Herrera is there, and he has it for the first out. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan? Into the box, Darren James will swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Shot weakly to the left. Turner's got it to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready for another chance? Ken Pagan. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. James on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. The 2010 National League Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey, will start things. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Darren James. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. The 0-1 on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gustavo Paniagua. He flew out in his last at-bat. pulls this one in the air out to left. James has a play. 1 out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Darren James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner back safely. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man. Lifted in the air to right field. Pagan is there. And that's the third out. Leave one.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it.
A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny AT&T Park in San Francisco. David Haynes, a southpaw from New Jersey, gets the starting gig in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror.
At the plate, Darren James. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Darren James.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
3-0 to him now. .30 pitch is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Giants have struck for a run. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash.
Riding in once again, Darren James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Nope. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
The 1-0 misses for the second ball. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now the 2-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
The 2-2. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. The second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Doesn't come much easier than that.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ken Pagan. He drew a walk his first time up. Skied in the air to straightaway left. James moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Giants 3 and the Phillies 2. Digging in to try it again, Andrew Knapp. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit in the air out to left. James has a read on it, and that retires the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. San Francisco leads this one 3-2. Digging in once again, Darren James. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
A little bouncer, but it's foul, strike 1. The 1-1. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Herrera moving in. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. So stepping in, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Lifted in the air out towards left center. James is in pursuit. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Left for Philadelphia. Ready for another shot now, Maikel Franco. It was a walk in his last trip. Hit in the air out to left field. James on the move, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Bottom part of the order, 7. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Goodrum is off at first with 2 away. Runner goes for second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Darren James. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Pulled toward right center field. Herrera on the run. 2 down.
Leading off for the Phillies, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left.
1-1-1-1.
Into the bleachers and gone.
Well, somebody is anxious to end this thing and get the heck out of here.
Digging in the switch hitter, Darren James, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And that's in there for a strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside AT&T Park. Madison Bumgarner gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So next to the plate for the Phils, J.P. Crawford. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner. Hit on the ground to third. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Well, there's a case not that bad of it.
Stepping into the box, Gustavo Paniagua. And their runners at the corners now. The 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. James is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Phillies leave a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Now has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Giants digging in now for Philadelphia. Gustavo Paniagua comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
James is right there as he puts it away, no problem. Ready once again, Darren James. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First offering on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. And this is going to work out for him. It's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
Evan Longoria.
This one's flared off to the right side.
He's up right
And
here,
that
right
will
here.
get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Check your outfield.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, D-Roll, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs to boot.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to come, Dan, but when you see runners in scoring position, you're up to the plate, your eyes light up, and you have to come through for the team. Great at bat right there.
First delivery to him on the way. In there, now the throw. And a wide throw here as it skips into center field. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. So they'll slap an error. Digging in and looking for more, Darren James. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. A 1 pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
5-2 the final today. The Giants rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Madison Bumgarner notches his 3rd win of the year as he turns in 8 strong.
Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it.
So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning. Paul Sewald will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Missed with a slider. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. A ball and a strike. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. A little low. It's 2-2. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Castro is there. 2 gone. Dylan Betances enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as and this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. New York used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. AT&T Park here on a Tuesday night. Tonight, the 2nd of 3 to start the week between the New York Mets and the San Francisco Giants. The Mets look for their 7th straight victory next. Jacob Faria is on the mound for the Giants in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy loves pitching at home. He's had a little bit of a rough go pitching on the road so far this season, but he's pitched really well in his home environment, and I'm sure he's glad and comfortable that he's pitching at home in this one. Hopefully, he can string together another strong home start.
Next up for New York, Michael Conforto. He's come up in big spots like this more than once this year. Currently 2nd in the NL in RBIs. The 1-1 home. Hit hard to 3rd. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to 1st. Next to bat for the Giants, Darren James. And he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as the numbers there tell you the whole story. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hold it right
Bouncer
there.
up
Hold it
the
right
middle.
there.
Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. 2nd inning. Next for the Mets, Carlos Castro.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Carlos Castro.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
As a batter right there, that's exactly the pitch your eyes light up on. You know he's known for a nasty split finger, but he left that one thigh high.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-2 on the ground to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Sometimes this game doesn't make sense right there. He's out on his front side. His butt's in the dugout, and he's still able to roll it through for a knock. Pitcher has to be frustrated.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Here's a pop-up now. Connell is there, and he's got it for the first out. Now at the plate, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 home. Is in off the plate.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
The 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll make for the 339 sign down there. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Here's Buster Posey now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. Stepping up to the plate, Brandon Crawford. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Popped him up. Parrish is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So in now for San Francisco, Nico Goodrum. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he misses again, ball 3.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. So here now is the pitcher, Jacob Faria, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Now the 3-2 pitch.
All right, hold on
down the
right
third
there.
base line. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So it's now to the plate, the pitcher, Tyler Anderson. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. The 1-2. Left side. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
James is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. At the plate, Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he lays off there, 1-0. The 1-0. Is taken, strike 1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. And that misses 2-2.
2-2.
The 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Standing in, play Parrish, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Hits this one hard the other way. The throw from his knees. Oh, but it's thrown away at second. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Oh, that's a shame because he made an outstanding diving stop right there. That's when I think the adrenaline might have been pumping a little bit too hard and the ball just takes off on him. Too bad. That could have been a highlight reel play.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, James makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll add one more on the sacrifice fly as this is now a 6-2 ball game.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs.
Into the box now, Darren James. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First offering on its way. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. From the belt, the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Belt, base runner at first with one out. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak.
Position right on the San Francisco Bay. We're live from now in the box, Darren James. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Darren James.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Now, you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. And here's a look at the hometown. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them before.
The 1-2 misses inside off the plate.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Jerko over to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So an unmistakable sight there. The nearly 9,000-foot-long Golden Gate Bridge. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Mets out in front, 3-2. Striding in once again, Aaron Hicks.
Aaron Hicks.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mets are out on top, 3-2. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Popped high in the air. Jerko waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Darren James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2 is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him as they move out in front 7-6.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. San Francisco jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Now from a rainy Coors Field in Denver, MLB Network is on the air. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the San Francisco Giants. John Gray is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy pitched well his last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one also.
Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Now, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think yesterday's loss should be a focus on this team whatsoever. I think they showered that one off. They had a big winning streak coming into their last game, dropped that one, but let's see if they start another winning streak today.
Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And you have to like a center fielder that's willing to sell out and go for broke there, but he just can't make the play as the ball sails over his outstretched glove. And by the time he tracks it down, it's just too late for him to hold the batter at second.
So digging in now, Brandon Crawford. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Coming in is Tapia. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And that one just not deep enough, so they'll wisely hold him at third with 1 out in the inning now. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen.
Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game. Here's Mookie Betts, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Bell leads off first with 1 away. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready for another chance? Darren James. He's looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Comes set with the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, Devo. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run in.
Shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Softly hit out to short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Here's Joe Panic. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 2 out with a man at first. Now a move over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. LeMahieu will put this one away, and the side is retired. Digging in once again, Darren James. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike to the Giants leadoff man. Now the 1-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Squared that one up just a little late. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. It's off the rocks and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Giants have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Ready for another shot now. Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 2 out, nobody on. Fly ball into straightaway left. James is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. Nothing across here this half. We're through 6 full. It's the Giants 3 and the Rockies nothing. Digging in to try it again. Trevor Story 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Sinking liner toward left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So it's a leadoff knock to start out the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Darren James. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
To show you how strong this guy is, he hit that last off-speed pitch over 400 feet, so the pitcher wasn't supplying most of the power there. This is a really strong hitter.
From the stretch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Full count still.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
The next 3-2. Line drive to center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. James takes the turn at third. He wants it all. The tag, and he is out. Josh Bell the next to hit. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Here it comes on 0-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Sometimes this game doesn't make sense right there. He's out on his front side. His butt's in the dugout.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close. 3-1 the final. San Francisco jumped out. Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today it's the second of this 3-game series between the San Francisco. Kyle Freeland, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Little flare out to left. That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Will.
Striding in for the Rockies, Miles Harper. And the Rockies trying to hang even more damage on the scoreboard in the opening frame. 0-1, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Into the bleachers and gone.
Yeah, these guys came into this game with a plan, and they've executed it really well at the dish. They've been very aggressive, and that aggressiveness has put them up by 4 early on. What a great start.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. These Rockies guys, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse, a home run. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Darren James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Up next for the Giants.
So in now for San Francisco, Willard Connell comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Miles Harper.
That last at-bat when he went deep, man, that was a pretty good changeup. That thing almost was going to hit the ground. This guy's a good low ball hitter, and if he throws another changeup down to the zone, he might go back-to-back here.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And gone into the right field bleachers. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his 2nd of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball. Ready once again, Darren James.
Darren James.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. One run, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ball game for San Francisco. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 misses for the 2nd ball. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Heading to the plate now for the Giants, Willard Connell, as he'll go to work with the bases loaded and 2 away. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. 4th home run for him on the season as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying. D-Row, the hitter's on.
Leading off the inning, Darren James, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
High pop-up. LeMahieu has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Now this feels more like baseball in Denver. You get a look at our line score there. Lots of offense.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
This one comes to a close today at an 8-6 final. Colorado put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Kyle Freeland with his 4th win this season. Madison Bumgarner was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Wade Davis wraps it up for the save, his 10th. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. It's a beautiful day here in the Mile High City as we welcome you to Coors Field. Today, the German Marquez gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip. 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
These Rockies guys, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row, through 5 games of this home.
1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he is into second base as he kicks things off this afternoon with a double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position 1 batter into the game.
Batting second.
Ready now, Brandon Crawford, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit, and they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, not a great start for the pitcher right here. Started off with a double, now add in a single, and one of your middle of the order bats is coming to the dish. Man, I don't think this was the start he was imagining warming up in the bullpen.
Runners are at first and third with none out. In the air, out to right. LeMahieu ranging into shallow right, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Sixth home run on the season for him. And the Rockies have made this a 2-. Now at the plate, Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back to center fielder. And he will run this one down. Moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, he had to track that one for a long time, and he did so while looking back over his shoulder. Not an easy play by any means, but they practice these all the time.
In now, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Darren James.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Dahl has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Josh Bell the next to hit. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like
there's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
This right here is the difference between an average hitter and a very good hitter. The average hitter probably doesn't do anything with that pitch, but this guy goes down and gets it, muscling it to the outfield.
Digging in the switch hitter, Darren James.
Darren James.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Next to bat for the Giants, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here. Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Here's a look over to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the... And that'll bring up one of the top prospects in the game, Raimel Tapia.
Fielder, Raimel Tapia.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. This is line to left. He makes a spectacular catch. What a way to end this one.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
12-4 is the final in this game. The San Francisco Giants jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Dallas Keuchel notches his 3rd win of the year. German Marquez takes the loss, only his 1st of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game.
The Southern California sun is starting to set as we welcome you to Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the San Francisco Giants and the Los Angeles Dodgers. A big-time arm and a... Kenta Maeda gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Kenta Maeda, you're going to see a lot of off-speed pitches from Maeda. 88 to 91 miles an hour, not a terrific fastball. Good split finger, good slider. He's one of those guys that pitches backwards. What do I mean by that, Matt? He'll throw fastballs in breaking ball situations, and he'll throw off-speed pitches when he's behind in the count. 2-0 or 2-1, he pitches backwards.
Dan D-Row, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Now the 2-0 home. High in the air out to center field. Giving chase his toes. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Giants leave 1. Here's Corey Seager. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away.
Corey Seager.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May fowlers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start.
Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Seager is there for it. 1 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Darren James. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. High in the air out towards shallow right. Puig's got a read on it. 2 down. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The 1-2. Belted in the air out to left. James ranging back, still ranging.
Here we go. Hit me, hit me.
And he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Now batting, center fielder, Chris Taylor.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 left for LA. They trail it here 2-0. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Darren James, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the... Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of a series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. And we're going to see a change on the base paths here as we've got a pinch runner set to come on at first, representing the possible go-ahead run. Stepping into the box, Austin Slater. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 0-1 pitch out. Nothing doing. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Runners going. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Darren James batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
The 0-1. Up around the face. Panic over at second. Posey at first, one gone. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Lynn ranging into shallow right. 2 gone. Next for the Dodgers, Tim LeCastro. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded to third. James is up with it. Throw to first here is in time to record the final out, and the Giants have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, it took about a game and a half to seal this deal, but they took the lead in the top of the 14th and hung on for the road win in the bottom of the 14th. That's a real team builder right now.
Wednesday night baseball now from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Trevor Bauer will be on the mound for the boys in blue. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him, completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles.
Next up for Los Angeles, Randy Gonzalez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. This one's down to third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good. Oh, dude.
Ready for another chance? Darren James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Right over the middle, knee high. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout.
Striding in once again, Randy Gonzalez. He reached on a single in his first try. The 1-1 home. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Ready for another shot now, Darren James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
1-0 the count. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball in for a strike. The 1-2. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Seager is under this one. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Tim LaCastro, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Tim LaCastro.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. James is under it, and that retires the side. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Chris Taylor. And then he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Now the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. James sprinting after it. Oh, what happened? He dropped it.
Hey, the object of the game is to pass the baton on the offensive side and give yourself a chance to get the tying run to the plate late in the game. That's exactly what happened here.
Ready once again, Darren James. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
The 0-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Back goes Taylor at the track, the wall, and it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center, home run number 9 on the year, and it gives the Giants a 3-1 lead.
The bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning. But they're going to be able to throw a lot freer that they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always huge. Man, they came in here with a mission, and that mission is almost complete. They've won the first 3 games of this series and would love to seal the road sweep with a victory tomorrow.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. San Francisco took the lead in the second inning. About as rare a sight as one may find. Rain falling here at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Julio Urias is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Vero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
Count is 2-1.
The 2-1 home. Oh, and this ball is raked deep down the line in left, but just foul.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, Dero, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross. Very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1 left for San Francisco. In now is Yasiel Puig. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. The 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Darren James. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Third inning, no score to this point. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center.
Right here,
goes
find the ball.
Taylor to the track, and the runner will score from second. He pulls into third safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
A minute ago, this thing was tied up, but when you're giving up triples, you're not going to be close for too long. Now a 2-run lead and a base hit away from making it 3.
Next to bat for the Giants, Buster Posey. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-1 home. There's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. A 2-run shot for Buster Posey. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Giants have opened up their lead now 4-0.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way, and there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot, and you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch, and the result, he lost focus and made another bad pitch.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Darren James, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
Ground ball left side. Played on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Here it is, the 3-0. And Buster will take ball 4. And down to first heads Posey. At the plate, Evan Longoria. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Evan Longoria.
High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. And that's the second out of the inning. So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. Right here. Fielded cleanly on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Giants will have. Next for the Dodgers, Zue Lin, a base hit in his first trip. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. That's lifted the other way out to left. James will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street. Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig's got a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Randy Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This one's down to third. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that one.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. James is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Darren James. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Puig's got a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Giants leave 1. Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Runners on first with 1 down. Hit on the ground to third. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The Giants led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Madison Bumgarner with his 4th win this season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB.